Welcome back to the EagleCraft YouTube channel. I want to welcome to yet a new launch for us. This is a version of our 38-foot EagleCraft cruiser that we've covered several times with some really nice walkthrough videos. Yet this is special because we've modified this particular layout quite a bit to meet this particular customer's needs. And really the point of this video is to walk you through the level of customization we'll go to meet our customer's needs. So this is actually a 40-foot boat. We've lengthened it by 2 feet. And this has the widest beam available in the 38, which is 13-foot beam. So the main motivation behind that is this particular customer wanted some really nice wide gunnels to make accessing the bow and the anchor very safe and accommodating. So not only did we put the nice bow rails, but they have a handrail there. And then even up on the roof, you can see it is equipped for a tender up top. The davit system is stored to give it a nice sleek profile. We do have some solar panels up on the roof as well, and we even went to the level of detail of color matching the entire mast system with a Garmin and FLIR camera along with the searchlight. So the main motivation behind the length was this is a Volvo Penta diesel equipped boat. Typically when we built a diesel version of our 38-foot cruiser, it's equipped with twin D4 320 horsepower DPI Volvo Pentas. However, the D4, obviously an inline 4-cylinder, when you want to upgrade to the D6, it requires additional length in the engine room. So this particular boat has almost 2 added feet into the aft deck of this boat. So it makes for a really nice, spacious engine compartment and access, but it also makes for what we call the dance floor is just really nice for fishing and entertaining back here. And again, just, down to the little things that you come to expect with all EagleCraft's, really nice built-in side door. You can see the nice Burnewiin mounts for all the fishing equipment. And then you can see the just really nice accessibility of this engine compartment. Everything is, really accessible, easy to get to. You see the battery system there on the port side. We have a dual rate core system for each engine, so you never have to worry about bad fuel. We get ahead and built in some storage there on the starboard side, and you can really just climb down there and really maintain and check these engines out well. And again, you've seen this before on all the EagleCraft walkthrough videos, but just the level of detail and how much robustness we build into each one of our boats with a really large drainage system built in around the engine compartment. So you make sure that this engine room stays nice and dry, down to the size of the hinge components, the gas struts. So we try to make it as robust as possible while still making it as simple as possible. So with that closed, you can really get an idea of the space back here on the aft deck. So very spacious. And we spent also a lot of time with this particular customer making this fishable for him. So we've built in 3 storage compartments here in the transom. This cleaning table was built to his exact specifications. So he made a really nice detailed drawing, in our fabrication department, just built him an absolutely beautiful cleaning table, right down to every detail that he wanted. And then a little bit unique to us is the fish box is off to the starboard side on this boat. It is fully insulated with a standpipe there, and it is plumbed to salt water. So if you ever want to have some crabs or anything like that, it's definitely equipped for that. While we're back here, you can also see just a beautiful swim grid or swim platform, depending on where you're located, to entertain, kayak. There is a nicely equipped swim ladder for all the water sports. And, true to our commercial heritage, not only does the deck drain around each of the hatches, but you can see the massive scupper system that we've built in that drains direct overboard. And of course, being a diesel boat, we need to make sure we have enough ventilation going to those engines. And just down to the level of detail, we custom built in the pot hauler for crabbing and prawning, shrimping here in the Pacific Northwest right into the gunnel, and it is removable. So just all those level of details that we've built in for this particular customer. Then of course we can have a look at our storage compartment. So with the diesel equipped boats. The storage compartment is forward in between the uh, interior and the engine room, and it's still a really massive size. So the location slightly changes with whether you're outboard or diesel. You can see the house battery system is also included in this space. This particular customer went ahead and built him the optional ladder for accessing the cabin roof. Typically, that's on the boat. We just went ahead and stored it to make the boat nice and sleek, but just plenty of storage in here. We've equipped this with 12 volt 110 freezers for a lot of customers. If you want the optional Seakeeper with a diesel, this would also be in this area, as well as a small generator. This particular boat is not equipped with a generator. To be quite honest with you, the electrical needs of this boat really does not require a diesel generator on board. So this boat is designed to be able to be anchored for 3 days. This particular boat has 8 6-volt batteries for its health system, so it's got plenty of capacity. Um, it's also equipped with a 3,000 watt inverter, so you're able to make as much 120 as you need. Then, of course, we have a really nicely laid out aft console with the Volvo Penta joystick docking system, as well as a 12 and 7-inch display. You have plenty of storage here built in for tackle, and then we actually have all our spare fluids in the drawer below. Again, another one of the items that was really important to this particular customer is having a sink on the aft deck. So that is plumbed to hot and cold water with a soap dispenser on the aft deck. And then, of course, we also built in a nice ice maker back here as well. And just down to the level of detail, we made sure there's all kinds of handles for the customer to not only grab, but also hang things as they dry. Again, you can see the Burnewiin system built into the port side. We do have underwater or under gunnel lights on this side of the boat. And again, being 13-foot beam, you can see the really nice wide gunnels we have here on the port side. Now, of course, as we make our way into the interior, you can see this nicely laid out interior with the L-shaped settee to port, the co-pilot chair, fully suspension, and it can also swivel to join the table. This boat is obviously equipped with our very popular cherry interior that comes with the cherry and holly flooring that you see. And then behind the settee, you can see the very nicely appointed quarter berth. It has its own hanging closet, and this is deceiving. This is basically an almost queen size berth. And you have almost 3 feet of headroom at the lowest level and as much as 4 feet. And then in this area, someone over 6 foot tall can stand in this particular area, get changed, and have full privacy with the door here. And this slide closes as well. So this boat is truly set up for 2 couples to be on board. Where you see the hanging closet, I'm sure you've seen some of our other boats where we've built in a separate head and sink in this area, so that is an option in this boat. And then obviously to starboard, you guys are used to our EagleCraft galleys, very nicely appointed. This is a galley where you can spend a week plus on the boat and not feel cramped. Plenty capacity in the fridge, freezer. You have a microwave / convection oven built in, pots and pan storage below, 2-burner induction cooktop, plenty of workspace with this beautiful solid surface countertop. And this particular customer asked us to use nice cherry hardwood trim to finish off the solid surface. We typically finish that off in the same material as the counters. So again, just really willing to work with our customers to get the boat exactly the way they want it. Then we make our way to the helm. This is what you come to expect of EagleCraft. This is a little bit unique in the fact that one display is 16 inches here. Even though it is branded as Garmin, this is actually a full Volvo Penta system. So you have access to all the requirements for engine monitoring on any one of the displays throughout the boat. And again, very nicely laid out. Everything is right within reach and, laid out just to make it really easy to operate the boat. And it's just down to the little things. You know, we see we've labeled all the battery switches, and the boat is fully equipped with ACRs to make it nice and easy to manage the electrical loads. Shore power system is built in right here, easily accessible. And again, level of detail, you can see what a fantastic job our team did on the 12-volt fuse system. Everything is nice labeled, easily to get to, and just beautifully done. Then as we make our way forward into the forward stateroom, you can see a very nicely laid out and appointed queen size mattress, storage on either side, hanging closet for his and hers, equipped inside the boat. Just beautiful done. And then obviously to port, or excuse me, to starboard, we have our head and sink, plenty of storage as well. And then as far as the heat system on board, we've actually separated it kind of by cabin, but the shower here to port actually has its own heat system. So you can actually use this as a dry room. So there you have it. This is a quick walkthrough of our EagleCraft 38 cruiser that has been stretched to 40. If you have questions about this particular boat or any of our other EagleCraft product, feel free to reach out to us at eaglecraft.com or give us a call. We'd love to hear about what you have in mind for your particular build. You can reach us at 1-888-393-6464. We look forward to hearing from you soon.